guys, so as promised, I said I was going to come on here and make a YouTube video about my fibroid journey and my fibroid surgery. So I was diagnosed with fibroids about 7 years ago in the UK, and they were quite small. They said I had about 4 to 5 of them, I can't remember, but and they said that they were quite small. So and I remember the doctor, the first thing he said to me was, you can have an hysterectomy. And I thought to myself, why would that be the first thing you tell me to do? What the hell is wrong with you? Why would I want a hysterectomy? Do you know what I mean? So I started researching and they were like, well, it's quite small. You don't need to do anything about it. Just continue to, live as you've been living. But then I decided to adopt a plant-based diet. I'm vegan now. I've been vegan for 4 years, and my fibroids was one of the main reasons I decided to go plant-based, because obviously when you're eating plant-based foods, it helps to regulate your hormones. When you're eating meat and dairy, they tend to disrupt your hormones, and a lot of them contain estrogen, which obviously affects fibroids and make them grow more. So I've been doing that for about 2 years, and then 2 years ago I noticed that my fibroids one of them started sticking out of my stomach. I'm going to put a picture up so you can see.
I went to the doctors and I was told that the fibroids had grown significantly.
And I thought to myself, oh my God, this is so unfair. Because I believed that my fibroids were getting better, because obviously I'm eating well. I've been taking my supplements. I'm eating fruits and vegetables. I'm taking sea moss. I'm doing all of these things to nourish my body, and my body feels amazing. So I'm expecting that my fibroids are shrinking, but I don't know what's happening. Anyway, fast forward to when I saw that lump, I decided, okay, it's time to take it out. I'm going to have to take them out because the natural way hasn't been working. So I've been on the NHS for 2 years waiting for them to give me an appointment so that I could see the consultant and then get surgery done. A whole year passed by, nothing from the NHS. I actually started taking vitamin D3, which I heard was really good for cleaning your estrogen up and helping to shrink fibroids, which probably may have been the reason that my my fibroids started degenerating. But anyway, so I woke up in October, and sorry, I'm really hot. Oh gosh. Nigeria. But I woke up and in October actually, and I woke up one day in so much pain. I had terrible symptoms anyway. Like for the past 2 years, I have really heavy periods. The bleeding is ridiculous. The fibroid was pushing on my bladder, so it felt like I had to wee constantly. I had the constant weeing sensation. If you've been out with me, you literally can see I can go to the toilet 10 times, and most of the time nothing comes out. It's just that sensation is constantly there because it was pushing on my bladder. Constant constipation as well, because they were affecting my bowels.
The fibroids were also making my uterus swollen, so my stomach, when I wasn't sucking in, resembled that of someone who had a 6-month-old fetus inside it, I was told. So that was really stressful as well, as you can see there.
It was just a nightmare. But in October, the pain was ridiculous. It felt like my uterus was falling out. I could not sleep. 6 days of just constant pain. I was constantly in the hospital. The only way I got relief is when they would plug me up to the IV. And obviously, I then knew that I had to do something about it. And they were like, my family, everybody was like, go to England and get it done. And I'm like, England have kept me on the waiting list for like 2 years now. They haven't even sent me a letter. Like, no, so I started exploring my options here. We have when I say here, I mean Nigeria, Lagos. We have great doctors here. We have great surgeons. Our surgeons go abroad all the time. I just had to trust myself and find one here that would work for me. So, I did my research. It was really important to me that I had a female gynecologist, because I just believe that women are just a bit more empathetic when they're dealing with, they have, uteruses themselves. So they tend to be a bit more empathetic and just careful as far as I'm concerned. So I found a hospital that was really good. I'm going to put their name in the bio and the link and stuff. They're called Palin Memorial. They were really good. They have like top ratings for safety and everything. I spoke to the gynecologist. She made me feel really comfortable. And yeah, they just told me that basically your fibroids are degenerating, and this is what's causing so much pain. And now degenerating fibroids are also known as the heart attack of the womb. That's how much pain they cause. And maybe, I don't know, maybe my plant-based diet and maybe the D3 that I was taking caused the degeneration, and you would think degeneration is a good thing, because once your fibroids start degenerating, it means that they're shrinking because they're outgrowing their blood supply. But what usually happens is that once they've outgrown the blood supply enough, they will just grow back again, and the whole process starts again, and it's just, I said, you know what, just get them out. And I was petrified, I can't lie. I was absolutely petrified. I had days where I'd be crying.
I can't lie, I'm actually quite scared about the surgery. It's major surgery, you know, it's not like child's play, but I know it's for like my best, it's for my betterment, you know. I'm a bit disappointed because I really wanted to cure it naturally so I would not have to go under the knife. Oh my goodness. But I guess this was just my path, and I'm grateful for, you know, to be able to even do it. And I'm on my period, you know, this is my last period with the fibroids, and then my next cycle I'm going to be fibroid free, which is really exciting. At least, you know, as scared as I am, I'm still happy.
I was on YouTube looking for videos of other people who'd done it in Nigeria, and I could barely find any, which is why I chose to do this. But I would be crying because I was on my own. I didn't have my mum. I wanted my mum at least, you know, or somebody to be here with me.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had someone here with me, like my mom. Makes me a bit sad.
I'd never had major surgery before, and the thought of them cutting me open, I wanted to initially do a keyhole surgery, but the doctor advised against it because she was like, I need to see your wound properly so I can make sure that I've got everything out, which I'm grateful for now. But anyway, so pre-op, I was making sure, you know, I upped my intake of fruits and vegetables. I cut out all the processed foods because, again, your body has to be in the best physical shape as far as I'm concerned, so that you can reduce any risks of complications during surgery, because it's major surgery, you know. So I upped my fruit and vegetable intake. I upped CMOS. You know, you guys know I'm a huge CMOS advocate. Has 92 of the essential minerals that the body needs. I was drinking a lot of water, alkaline water as well. I just did my best to get my body healthy, you know. She put me on iron liquids because I was slightly anemic, of course, because of the fibroids. I took my iron liquids, I took my multivitamins. And obviously prior to the fibroid pain, the last attack, I'd been working out as well, so my body was quite strong, and I had to get my mind right. I was meditating, I was watching videos after videos. Some of them had me petrified. I was like, oh my god. But then I also did see some videos of some women who were looking phenomenal, you know. After 2 weeks they were bounced back, and I was like, wow, how do they look so good, you know? I hope that's going to be me, and to God be the glory, that's me. Because what day is it today? I didn't say at the beginning of the video, but today is, I think, the 18th of November. I had surgery on the 24th of October, so it's been 3 weeks, and I mean, come on, I look amazing, I feel amazing. The first day after surgery was quite hectic, the second day too.
So everybody's gone now. My auntie left a few hours ago, so it's just me. She's pretty good, but the gas is so terrible. Swelling round and round in my stomach, but it won't come out. I did gas earlier, so I just managed to stand up now. Let me walk up and down for a bit to see if it can bring the gas out. You know, they said I should walk, so I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna heal phenomenally well. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Day 1 post-op.
After that, I was up, I was walking up and down by myself, you know. I was able to bath myself because at first I couldn't. I needed like an assisted, you know, shower.
Hello. Today is 2 days post-op. Op was on Tuesday, today's Thursday morning, 6:30. The nurses have been really great, honestly, apart from one. They're so nice and kind. I just finished my assisted shower, that's why I'm glistening. You know, got to like, I washed myself a little bit today. It was on a chair, so I just had to wash. I couldn't have a proper shower, so it's a bucket bath with a flannel and water. I'm wearing underwear today as well. I haven't worn underwear the entire time. My chest is really tight though. So the doctor said he's gonna send me for an x-ray because I feel like it's an infection, and he says it's not, it's just like neuromuscular. And also my throat was sore and I had a lot of mucus, and he said that that was because they put a tube down my throat, obviously doing general anesthesia to help me breathe. So that tends to cause like sore throat and mucus, but it should go after a while. But they're telling me I'm making progress. I'm standing up a bit straighter. I can walk a bit, you know, I've been walking. They were like, "You're so strong." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm an Edo woman. What do you expect?"
But the doctors and nurses were like, "Wow, you're so strong," and I was like, "I'm so strong, thank you." But yeah, so what else? So yeah, after a week, I stayed in hospital for 7 days because I just wanted to make sure I was fully okay because I was coming home by myself. You know, there's this big thing, everybody kept saying you need somebody with you to help you. And I didn't have anybody to come and stay with me. So I had to make sure that I was perfect before I left the hospital.
What a week it has been. Today is my 6th day in hospital. And how many days post-op? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 days post-op. What a week it has been, but honestly, we thank God I'm stronger. I feel good. You won't even know that I had major surgery, apart from the fact that I get tired. I've been walking up and down by myself, walking up and down the stairs, bathing myself now, you know. I'm like amazed at how quickly I'm healing and how quickly I'm recovering. Honestly, just blessings. I'm so thankful. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
So when I left the hospital, I was feeling a lot better. Went home, and I mean, a week later, I was walking. Well, 2 weeks later, I was walking on runways. You know, I did my runway debut, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks after surgery. So yeah, I just wanted to do this video to kind of pacify your mind and let you know that it's not that bad. Honestly, I feel great. You know, already the symptoms are relieved. I'm currently on my period now. It's my first period after the surgery, and I was really nervous about that as well because so many women talked about how painful it was. But I think because my fibroids were already degenerating, the kind of pain that I was in then cannot compare to this. This is like a child's play, a walk in a park, you know? And the periods are still heavy, but they're not as heavy as they were previously. And the pain that, you know, a lot of people spoke of for the first period, I really didn't think it was that bad at all, you know. So post-op, the first day it was painful, but it wasn't anything I couldn't handle. Again, like I said, the degeneration, the pain from the degeneration was mind-blowing. So this was really not that bad. And the hospital kept me, you know, they kept me up to speed with my painkillers. They were intravenous, that were going through the veins, so I really didn't feel that much pain. At first I couldn't look down there for ages, but after the 3rd day I looked down and I was like, okay. The dressing came off after the 3rd day, and then I panicked because one day it started to like seep. I was like, it's bleeding, and they were like, well, we're giving you blood thinners to stop blood clotting, so that's probably what it is. So they sealed it back up for one day, but then removed it. I had to close the wound to shower with like cling film for about 2 weeks. And then after that, I could shower fine. The wound is healing really, really well, to be honest. And I think part of the reason that my healing was so smooth was obviously, like I said, the foods that I put prior and also after as well. Like I was eating salads, I had no sugar, I had agave syrup instead of sugar for my teas, and I was walking a lot. It's really important. I know it's hard, but it's really important to stand up and walk, because once you're ambulatory, it helps your system heal better. So every day I was walking maybe like 5 times a day for about 5 minutes, and after every meal I would make sure I got up and walked around, because that would help the gas, because like I said, the gas was terrible. But if I'd ate and then I stood up and walked around for about 5 minutes, that would help the gas. Then I was walking up and down the stairs, not major stairs, just the hospital stairs, but that really helped. And yeah, those are the major things that I did during, post-op, that before I left the hospital. And when I got home, I was doing that as well. So that really helped me. Make sure you walk up and down, you know, try and walk as much as you can, but don't overdo it. Don't lift anything heavy. And eat good foods. Honestly, eat good foods, nourish your body. I think that's my main advice post-op. That was what helped me, to be honest, to, you know, get back to my A game. Get back to my A game. It wasn't anything too stressful. I was just intentional about it, because I wanted this to be as successful as possible. I did not want to have any complications. I wanted to help myself, you know. You can pray all you want, but if you don't put in the work, it's not going to work, is it? So yeah, that was the major things that I did post-op that helped me heal as quickly as I did. Honestly, people would see me and say, I can't believe you had surgery 2 weeks ago. I can't believe you had surgery 3 weeks ago. Like I said, I was walking down the runway. I made my runway debut, you know. And the practice up to the runway debut was really hectic. It was like a week of hectic, constant rehearsals, you know, and, you know, I'd have slight stomach ache, but nothing out of this world. I made sure not to like push myself, you know, too much. I was taking my time. I was still eating well. I wasn't doing any strenuous exercise. I still haven't been back to the gym. I missed the gym so much. But I think once I'm 4 weeks post-op, which is going to be next week, I'll go back to the gym. But I'll still take it easy. No heavy weightlifting, just light, you know, exercise. I think the only thing I had post-op that was a bit problematic for me was, I'm really hot, honestly, to put my AC on. But that was the gas. The gas was really horrible. I could feel the gas in my shoulders. But I just countered that by they telling the doctors, and they gave me like Gas X to kind of help that. And I was drinking a lot of peppermint tea, which also really helps. And stooling as well. Obviously, afterwards, it can be, the first stool can be very cancerous. Mine was horrible. It was like I was shitting a stone. But again, tell your doctor to give you you know, laxatives and stool softeners, and that will help. But honestly, all in all, it really wasn't that bad. I'm so glad I did it, and I was so petrified going into it. I can't even explain how petrified I was. You know, like I mentioned, I had teary days where I would just cry and cry. I'd be like, why me? I don't want to go through this. But I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I did surgery. So now, you know, post-surgery, I'm even more conscious of the foods that I put in my system, you know, no soy. Although the other day I had something that had tofu and I was really irritated, but I thought it's only one day, it's not gonna, you know, do anything. But yeah, I'm trying to avoid soy products completely. Any products that kind of disrupt the estrogen hormonally inside my system, I do not want. And of course, I'm plant-based anyway, so I'm just gonna keep that up. And I'm pretty sure that hopefully, you know, these things will never come back, honestly, because it was such a disruption to my life for the past 7 years, but particularly the past 2 years, it was just horrific, horrible, you know. So much pain, constant toilets, horrible bleeding, the bloatedness, the pressure, like my stomach would be so round all the time. You know, now it's looking a lot better. I think I'll show you guys. Let me see. I don't know if the video will show, but I'm looking way better. My waist is wasting. But yeah, so this video is really just to encourage you, you know, if you're considering surgery, just go ahead and do it. Make sure that you've chosen a great hospital, especially if you're doing it in Nigeria, because they are good hospitals here. We have good doctors, we have good hospitals. Just be careful and make sure you prep your body beforehand. Make sure your body's strong. Make sure you're putting foods that give life into your body, not, you know, foods that cause acid and decay, you know, like meat and dairy. Try and avoid those products because they really just, or those types of foods, because they just make your symptoms worse, you know. So yeah, I wish you so much, what can I say, good health, because I know how terrible it is, and I probably know that if you're watching this and you're about to go to surgery, you're probably so anxious. I know I was so anxious, but yeah, like I said, I wish you good health and good luck. Just do your best to prep your body beforehand. Make sure your body is filled with good foods and nourished and the right vitamins. And honestly, you're going to be okay. You're not going to regret doing it. It's not even been a month yet, and I feel like I have a new lease of life. Like, you can't tell me nothing. I am so happy that I did it because I deserve it now, you know, and I'm looking forward to living my life now completely fibroid free. But anyway, I think I've touched on everything. I'm not sure, so if there's anything else, I'll add. Oh yeah, by the way, the UK, they were supposed to, I sent them an email, you know, one of the days when it was degenerating and I could not sleep. Obviously, I would be sleeping an hour a night, if that. So I sent an email saying, I'm in so much pain. You guys said you were going to send me an appointment a year ago. It's been a year. only for them to send me a letter 3 days later saying, sorry, you got lost in the system, but we'll get back to you as soon as possible. They finally got back to me like 2 days ago, and they gave me a consultation, not a surgery appointment date, a consultation appointment date for 5 months down the line. This is somebody that sent them an email saying, I'm in tears, I'm in pain, they're degenerating, I need help. So I'm just really glad that I got it done in Nigeria. It was amazing. The doctor took out 10 fibroids and 1 cyst. I didn't even know I had a cyst. The cyst was, I think, 6 centimeters, and the fibroids, the largest one was about 11 centimeters. And they weighed, altogether, they weighed 750 grams. That's nearly 1 kg. I was carrying literally nearly 1 kg of tumors, essentially, in my womb. So I feel so much lighter, I feel so much better. And you know, as women, our wombs are a creation center. So now that she's free, my womb is free of all of these tumors and these things that were dragging it down, I'm just looking forward. I'm just happy to having myself back, having my womb back, and having just experiencing a better quality of life, you know? So anyway, like I said, this video is just to encourage you. If you are not sure about surgery, you're a bit worried, go ahead and do it. Just do your research, make sure you've got a great hospital, get your body in the best shape, condition before surgery to give you a better chance of surviving. You know, well, let me not say surviving, but of having a successful surgery. And yeah, honestly, you won't regret it, because I absolutely, so far, I'm not regretting it. And I'm so happy to start living my life pain-free. But anyway, I hope you found this video useful, and we'll speak again soon. Bye.